What's going on, everybody? Welcome to SportsforDorks. My name's Adam.
I'm Zach.
I'm Steven.
And welcome to part 1, aka the NBA/NCAA edition of Sports for Dorks. It's because of the YouTube guidelines, we're only able to do 15-minute segments, so here we are doing this 15-minute piece. Today we're going to be talking about LeBron James and the Lakers.
Andre Ingram getting called up.
A lot of big college basketball games coming up.
The return of Zion Williamson.
And some March Madness.
All right, so talk about LeBron. Who was it, Jeff Van Gundy?
Yeah.
Jeff Van Gundy.
He was the first one to mention.
He was the first one to say, he's like, I would not be surprised if the Lakers traded LeBron James.
No, he said he wants.
Oh, he wants it. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. He wants to trade LeBron James. What's your thoughts, LeBron fan?
I mean, he's putting up 30, 10, and 10 for you, and you want to trade him. And the fact that an anonymous GM this morning came out and said that the best he would give is a first-round pick for him,
Yikes.
that is wow.
That's dirty.
Just wow.
I think you're crazy if you just trade LeBron. Why would you trade the greatest player in the league today?
That's for another time. But all right.
Giannis is untouchable, obviously, but the only other person I would ever trade him for is
Kevin
a
Durant?
combination of Ben Simmons and another star player from the Sixers. That's it. Like,
Embiid?
maybe.
I don't think
would-
LeBron's worth that.
You know what
I don't think LeBron's worth it. Simmons and Embiid. Just
I think
because they're
Simmons,
Simmons and Butler.
Butler,
Like,
and a first-round pick.
that would be crazy. Butler is a great two-way player, but
Yeah.
that would be.
That's hectic, bro. I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest with you. Your job as an announcer is to announce the game. You don't need to put your personal opinions out there. Because that's why we're here, is to trash on you. So don't talk about it, and we won't say anything about it.
Yeah, and also I saw a report this morning saying that Jeannie Buss wanted to trade LeBron before the deadline anyways because Rich Paul's his agent, and of course Rich Paul's the one that leaked the trade offers,
yep.
which messed up the chemistry.
Don't forget though, Jeff Van Gundy's a big basketball guy.
He is
Yeah.
a bit. Everybody's a big basketball guy. You're a commentator for the NBA. I'm aware of the how Jeff Van Gundy is, but your personal opinion, like, it cannot be thrown out on live television.
Yeah, it can. He has
Yeah,
the right.
sure it can.
No,
Sure
because
it can.
you.
That's his own opinion. It's a dumb opinion, but it's still his
I
own
just
opinion.
know because it
Everyone's
causes
entitled.
controversy like this.
Exactly.
I
That's
just-
the great thing about
Oh, yeah.
sports.
Okay. Well, I don't agree with it, and I don't think that, like, I'm not saying he should get fined or anything. I'm just saying that he shouldn't, like, cause controversy everywhere he goes. You know what I mean?
Keep doing you, Van Gundy.
All right. Let's talk about Andre Ingram, my boy,
Let's go.
the old man coming back.
Yeah.
10-day contract. The first time he came back. First time he came up from the G League.
I can't believe
19
he
points.
didn't get signed right there.
He should have got signed easily. He would have started over LeBron.
He was the next best thing since Kobe.
It's facts.
He
Yeah.
came before LeBron.
Exactly. He was legit. It was like for their Hall of Fame. It was Magic, Kobe, Wilt, Kareem, and Andre Ingram. I think that was their
Honestly,
Mount Rushmore.
The fact that Ingram loves basketball so much to where
Oh,
he plays in the G League with not as big bucks.
He doesn't.
He just plays in the G League for that like
he
amount
loves
of time.
basketball.
Heart, love the game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I respect
love
that
it.
so much.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's hustle.
That's awesome.
I like that a lot. Like, whenever I saw Andre Ingram got caught up, like, who is this
Oh, that's
old
right.
man? I didn't even know, because at the
A lot of
time,
people
I wasn't
were-
following the G League. So I didn't know much about him, but, like, he was averaging a good amount of
Oh,
points
he
as, like,
balls
what is
in
he,
the
34, right? He's like LeBron's age. He should teach LeBron a couple things. I think LeBron will be okay. Yeah, but I want to see him get signed to a full contract, just out of the pure hustle of the game. I think
he could. There's so many teams that could use him, honestly.
Oh
Like,
yeah, just he's literally like the Boban of teams. Like, he's not like super great at basketball, but he has so much like love from the fans that
Who?
Andre.
I mean,
Like-
he's only played on one basketball team.
I'm aware, but at the
He
same
hasn't
time,
got the chance to prove himself.
but he
which
has
is crazy.
such a
Yeah.
following already. He has more of a following than most players who drop 10 points a game. You know what I mean?
Everyone
Yeah.
loves the underdog.
Exactly. So I think people should sign him. I feel like I'm the one
yeah.
like sounding
He
stupid.
could be a
because
solid
I'm,
bench player, and he could get like
I said
two-
10,
I
yeah, 10
feel-
minutes
I-
a game.
I
he
feel
could get
like-
$2 million a year. Like
I feel like he would get. He
Yeah.
would be a good like a low version of Lou Williams.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
that's a hard
He could
bargain.
give good minutes.
I would say a 40-year-old like Evan Fournier.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd give him.
I don't wanna give him
but
Lil
I
Will.
know what you.
Yeah, I feel what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, on the college basketball, what do we got?
Ooh.
There's
Zion's
a lot
come
of
back.
things.
Zion's coming back. Yeah.
Syracuse, big game.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching that tonight, 9 o'clock on Eastern time, right? That's where we're at. Or,
Yeah. Duke and Syracuse. That should be a good
that's
one.
gonna be a fun game.
With Zion back, I think
Duke will,
Yeah.
Syracuse beat Duke with Zion though.
Yeah, but that Duke team is still scary. Like, I feel like if there was like a branching playoffs, like if March Madness had like 3 games per game, no one could beat Duke in
a 3-game series.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think it could happen. They have too much hustle and too much muscle to be able to. That's a tagline right there. Too much muscle and too much hustle. Adam Patton it bang. No, but
in
they
a 3-game series they wouldn't lose. But
Yeah, they're
I
just
mean
so
they would
good.
lose like a game here and there.
Yeah.
But they
What,
wouldn't.
I'm gonna throw something out here.
Got you.
Do you think Duke could do something in the NBA? This Duke team? Do you think they could take an NBA team?
Heck no.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Really?
this
NBA
is this is
way
the one
different.
thing. I hate people who say like I'm not hating on you. I'm saying like I hate like people who say like like last year Alabama team could easily beat the Browns. These
Well,
are
that's
30-year-old
NFL.
jack.
That's way different.
I know
NFL's way
these are NBA. These are 30-year-old jack men. No one can touch them. You cannot put a 20-year-old little dude on 30-year-old Joe Thomas. Like it's not gonna happen.
I don't even think Zion would like. I think he would do a lot.
I mean,
but-
He'll do well if he had someone who had skill with him.
you gotta think though, don't bring age in because
People
they're
Look,
coming in the league basically this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like look what Luke.
No, but I'm saying experience. Like, okay, but if you were,
Alright, yeah, I'll
if you
take
got
that.
rid of the Bulls and put them in that conference, they would maybe win 10 games. That
But
season.
also Luca and Trey have someone like helping
know.
them.
Yeah.
Coach
They-
K?
Coach K. Okay, Coach K is a top 5 coach of all time.
But that's
I'm
in
saying that right now.
college.
That's college basketball. I think he could be
I'll
a
give
great
that.
college. I think he could be a great NBA coach, but he would have
Yeah.
the same like.
Not all great, not all. Nah, not all.
It doesn't transfer well
coaching.
sometimes.
It just depends, but I think the influence that Coach K has on not only NCAA players but NBA players, like he was the USA team coach for a while. Like he coached 30-year-old dudes like Melo and we won the the gold.
Then again, they don't need much coaching.
And
But they ran plays.
Yeah.
Like it's just I think he has an influence not only on NCAA but in the basketball world, and that's why I think Duke is one of the best long-standing like teams of all time.
I mean, John Calipari's the same way, exact same way.
that's a
Yeah.
Tom Izzo's a great coach too. Michigan State.
I'm saying this as someone who grew up not knowing much about NCAA, and the only person I ever the only person I ever heard about was Coach K.
And
Yeah, I mean-
Williams from UNC.
UNC,
Like, how did that-
yeah, I know him. So, it's just my personal opinion, but I think that Duke's going to go all the way this year, 100%. They're gonna at least get to the finals. They might lose, but it'll be a close game, and they'll get to the finals.
I don't know who else is going to beat them. Like Gonzaga is amazing.
Syracuse beat them, didn't they?
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Syracuse
but-
beat them once.
I'd like
Well,
to
they've
see
lost
a
a few.
Duke.
They've lost like 4 or 5 games.
I'd like to
but-
see a Duke Kentucky rematch. I
That'd
think
be
that
nice.
first game was a flop. First game of the season was a flop.
And if UNC plays Duke again, UNC.
And you also can't
Duke-
base a performance off
I
the
don't
first
think-
game of the
yeah.
season.
I don't
Yeah.
think UNC can beat Duke 3 times in a row. That's my
If
thing.
you base,
I don't know that boy. What?
Luke May, is
Kobe
that who
White?
you're- Oh yeah, Kobe White.
Kobe
he's
White,
good too.
nice.
I like
So
it.
is Luke May. They both played amazing.
Luke May's old. He's been there since I was a kid.
Yeah, he's a
He
senior.
seems like.
We're still kids.
He put up 28 and 10 against them though.
Yeah,
First game they
100%.
played.
Yeah, but there is like the big like thing about how I want to talk about John Morant real quick because he's a top prospect, right?
Oh, he's gotta be top 5.
He's going top 3,
Yeah.
100%.
Him, RJ Barrett, and
And
Zion.
Zion,
I think
100%.
those are easily
Yeah.
the top
I
3.
think.
I
yeah.
think I don't know how he's going to transfer to the NBA.
But it depends on who's in the top 3 also. Like if the Suns have a top 3 pick and Barrett's not there, they have to get Morant.
how he's
they have
going
to
to
have a point
transfer.
guard.
Dude's averaging 30
And 10.
and
Yeah.
30 and 10.
I'm aware,
in
but
college.
okay.
It's crazy.
I'm saying so did Jimmer. So did like,
Oh, all right. Want to talk about Jimmy?
yeah. I'll talk about Jimmer. I'll talk about Adam Morrison. I'll talk about everybody.
But also the thing is,
Emeka Okafor, like
Jimmer
they'll
didn't
start.
have the athleticism. Look
Yeah.
at what Morant can do, and
Yeah.
his passing.
So
Like
the thing
Jimmer
is,
was a one.
that's the one thing I love that Zach told me this a couple days ago. He said you can't teach athleticism. You can teach a jump shot. You cannot teach
Yeah.
athleticism. And I believe in that, but I want to see Ja be a great star. I see him as another Russell Westbrook. Like, honestly, just athletic freak, got a little bit of a jump shot.
But he's been a consistent shooter. He's
But-
shooting
and he's
38% from three. What do
Okay.
you mean, little bit?
But he reminds me the most of Russell Westbrook
Because of his freak.
because of his freak
freakish
athleticism.
Yeah.
What is he, 6'3" right now?
6'3", and
Yeah,
he's just throwing
that's what
down
Russell
windmills,
Westbrook is.
Throwing down windmills.
Even though his combine's a little messed up because he says he's 6'1" and 3/4 without shoes,
Yeah.
and then he was standing next to Damian Lillard on All-Star Weekend.
And he's shorter.
No, he's the same size,
Oh.
and Dame's 6'5". So
Dame is not 6'5".
look it up. I'm pretty sure. Don't start. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Give me a second. Dame Lillard height. I'm pretty sure he's 6'5". I'm not I don't want to make a bet because I'm not 100% sure. 6'3". Okay.
I was gonna say.
I
he's
can't.
not
No, it was
6'5".
James Harden. Sorry, it was James Harden.
I
Yeah.
could see that.
He was standing next to James Harden. Yeah. I just got. I'm sorry that I just threw so much stupidity at you guys for a solid minute, but it's true. But yeah, he was standing next to James Harden, and his mohawk was just barely taller than him.
Yeah.
And they were both wearing shoes, so I think he's taller than
Alright.
what it is. Anyway, off that, is there anything else y'all want to talk about basketball wise? Something to throw in real quick.
Let's just say our 4 teams that we think is gonna be in the final.
All right. This
You want to
is
go first, Steve?
yes,
Okay.
Steve.
We'll just go around.
Top 4, I'm going to take Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina, and I'm going to throw in Michigan.
Michigan. I got you. Duke, Michigan, Gonzaga. I have a
I mean,
feel-
it's hard to count Marquette out.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to say Marquette
Or Villanova.
because
Marcus Howard.
yeah, exactly.
Incredible. 34.5 points a game against ranked teams.
Yeah, okay, so I think that this is my little slip up. I don't think Kentucky's going to make it all the way.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Or Kansas.
I
don't
love
think-
Kentucky. I love watching Kentucky play. I do. But
They're young.
the-
I'll give you that. They're young.
yeah, I
Neither
just,
is Michigan State.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna make it either.
I just want
Michigan State's got the best point guard in the NCAA. Cassius was.
I think it's John Morant.
Yeah, he's making the face at me. You know it's John Morant, bro. I'd rather have RJ Barrett at
Give
point.
me top
than him.
5.
Top five. I don't even know top five. I just know John's
There's
the
not
best.
a lot of point guards.
There's
that
not-
are
there's
great.
not, like,
Cassius wasn't nice.
He is nice,
Trey
but
Jones is an amazing defender.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good passer. He's a solid.
like his
Who's
brother.
yeah. I was gonna say
The thing
Trey
is-
Jones is like
Tyus Jones. The thing is, he's gonna have to somehow transition that to NBA because defense is a lot different
Yeah.
from NCAA to NBA.
'Cause
You
you-
had Kawhi wasn't even an amazing defender in college. He was
he was
okay
known as a
defender.
defender but more of a scorer, and he's one of the draft people, the draft
They said
scout.
that-
They said that he was
Lacks-
he was
lacks
lacks
defensive consistency.
consistency in
Yeah.
defense, and Kawhi is in the top 2 best.
All right,
defense-
go for your 4.
I already did.
All right, well, I got Duke, UNC, Gonzaga, and Michigan.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll see. And on our Instagram page, you can follow it, Sports4Dorks Podcast. We're gonna post our brackets soon. We're gonna make them up and set them out, and you guys can follow along with we're going. We're gonna set a little bragging rights bet. Whoever is the March Madness champion, but we're gonna make sure that we're following March Madness all the way through.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Every day we'll have something to talk about on the Instagram
Upsets,
page.
baby,
We'll have
upsets.
this up on YouTube, so you got us.
Get ready.
We're gonna be ready, bro. I promise. So, that has been the NBA/NCAA part 1 of the Sports for Dorks podcast. Well, you can reach over to the next part, which is part 2 about the NFL. We're gonna be talking about free agency, but until then, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach.
I'm Stu.
We're Sports for Dorks, and we'll see you next time. Later.